Hey, what's up you guys? This is John Hang, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing another quick update on my mudroom. A lot has happened since the last video, so stick around. If you watched the last video, you know that this room was a complete mess. There's a lot of exposed drywall, everything was unpainted, there's dust everywhere, and I was still in the process of cleaning things up. And in this video, things have changed a lot, and let me just go through that real quick. The first thing, let's just walk through the room. You can see now that I've actually extended this floor all the way into the room. So I removed that transition strip, and I had to remove a bunch of these planks so that I could add in full length planks, because at that transition strip they are cut. Picture right here, and also a picture of what it looked like before. So this floor has been extended into the room completely, and now that it's extended, it makes the room feel so much bigger. Like there's no, when you walk in through the doorway, there's no start or stop. So it just feels like it goes on forever. Moved in some plants here because that's where they originally were. So let's start off with the paint. We chose a color named Agreeable Gray. I think it's from Shermin Williams, but that's what the living room and hallway are painted. So we wanted to continue that here. So also the ceiling is a just basic white from Valspar, I think. And then you guys already saw the recessed lights. So I've got 4 of them in each corner, 1 above the laundry machines. The laundry machines are back in now, and that's where they will go. Still, I mentioned that we have other laundry machines coming in to replace these. Those aren't coming in for a few weeks. I'll show those in the next update video. Other than that, so the floor is completely in, the trim is in. I updated the outlets, so there are now these square ones with screwless face frames. I'll drop a picture of what they used to look like here, but I think these look so much better. Same thing over there. Although, if you guys saw before, this had wood paneling, and so it was okay that this box came off the wall a little bit, but now that there's no wood paneling, that box is still off the wall, and so this is not flush to the wall. I think that it's gonna just have to stay that way, and realistically it's behind the door, so it's not that bad. It does bother me a little bit, but I'm not gonna you know, lose sleep at night over it. Pretty much everything's painted, everything's caulked up, and yeah, let me show you guys around behind the laundry machines, which I'm most proud of. So the floor does extend all the way to the wall. We have this curtain with a curtain rod, or a shower rod actually, I think. And that kind of hides the mechanicals of the house. But what I'm most proud of is my scribing work here. It could be better, but it's my first time doing it. And so the laminate extends all the way to the wall, but we've got these pipes here. And so I was pretty happy with how this came out. There are also 2 more that are over there, and those came out really well as also. And so it makes me happy seeing it turn out like that. So for this room, I have 2 final things that I'll need to do. So right here is where the door is, and so the door isn't exactly, I think the term is plumb, but obviously this doesn't look great having this gap. So I'm going to cut this back about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, maybe more, and then add trim there. So over here's the laundry machine, and I decided to also end the floor over here. So over here where the floor ends, I'll have to add that same trim here, and then cut back this underlayment. All right, I thought that I would have a lot more to say, but honestly, I've just done the floors, the trim, and painted the room. Other than that, I've also replaced this outlet or switch with a rocker switch. There's this ugly panel here that was like recessed into the wall. I've added a new one that actually goes over the wall. I mentioned before that there's a light here, and we were gonna put a fire alarm, but the thing is, this box right here is on the same line as the lights. So if you're gonna put a fire alarm here and you were to turn off the lights, the fire alarm would be off also, which is like obviously not good for a fire alarm. All All right, so let's talk next steps for this mudroom. For now, it's pretty good as it is. It's actually really spacious. My fiance worked out in here last night. Honestly, it could be like a yoga studio or something. It's just really nice. So next steps, you guys can see that we have these paint samples or whatever you call them, paint paper things. So the idea is to put a cabinet here, or two sets of cabinets here, a bench in the middle, and then another cabinet over there in the corner. And that will give us a lot more storage because I've complained before that this house doesn't have enough storage conveniently. Other than this, we'll replace these washers with front loaders. And since we'll have front loaders, I'll be able to put a butcher's block on top of both the laundry machines. And so what I'm thinking about doing is actually having the block extend past and then kind of do like a waterfall thing that, you know, everyone's doing with their kitchen islands now. And you can see that we have a cat here. I'm going to have that waterfall extend, and then I'll have like a cabinet on the left with some storage, and that cabinet on the left will kind of hide the cat litter a little bit. Wood trim also kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Like everything here is kind of like a monotone or whatever, like everything's sort of a shade of gray, and then you've got this wood like popping out randomly on the right side. So what I'm gonna do once we have the cabinets in is once we figure out what paint color we're gonna choose, I'm gonna paint the trim the same paint color, because honestly this trim could use a little TLC also. You know, previous owners just left whatever and they didn't caulk it, and they've also painted over it. So I think that needs a renovation also. All right, last thing I want to talk about before I close out the video is just cost so far. So let's start off one by one. So let's start off with paint. I had to buy 1 can of primer, 2 cans of paint, and then another can for the ceiling. So 4 cans total. Each one was about $35, so that's about $140. For the flooring, I had to buy 11 boxes. You can see them right there. I do have 1 half box left over. The floor is from Floor & Decor, and it is a little pricey, about $3 per square foot, but I just had to choose what the previous owners did. You know, if it were me, I might have chosen something a little bit cheaper, but this is really high quality stuff, and it's scratch resistant and water resistant up to 30 hours. So I'm really happy with the flooring. The cost of the flooring, all 11 boxes, was about $550, and then after shipping and tax, it was about $650. To install the flooring, I had to buy this flooring installation kit. I think it was about $20, but honestly, I don't know how you would do the flooring without these tools. I mean, you could probably jerry-rig something yourself, but this is just so much easier. And then I also did buy a bottle of caulk. I don't know, that was $4. Almost forgot to mention, but this flooring installation kit does not come with a mallet, so for $20 I bought a dead blow mallet. All right, and forgot to show you guys this part behind this curtain, but this is what it looks like. Pretty open here. So the next thing that I had to buy was underlayment that goes under the flooring, and so I had to buy 2 rolls of it. Each roll was $17. I also had to buy underlayment tape, that was $6. So what is that, $40 for those 3 items? So I also updated my fixtures. So each switch or outlet was about $2, and each screwless face frame was about $2 or $3. Let's just round it up to $5. And so I did that with 3 outlets, so that's $15. All right, almost forgot about the lights. So I bought a 8-pack of them. The 8-pack was $70. That makes them each about $9. So 9 times 5 is $45 on the recessed lights. So for this ledge, I did have to buy a whole gypsum board, and I didn't end up using the whole thing. I probably used like 10% of it, sadly. I just needed a really long strip to go down here about 11 feet. And that was about, so the entire board I'm gonna say was about $11 because that's what I can currently find on Lowe's. But again, I didn't use much of it, so let's say that was $2. All right, so for the trim, I used about 5 8-foot long boards, and each one of them was $10, so that's $50 there for trim. So that final trim piece is here for the door, as well as where it ends in the utility room. This piece was $30. I haven't installed it yet because I have to screw into or drill into concrete, and that's going to take a little bit of planning on my part. All right, so I'm probably forgetting some things that I purchased for the project, but As you can see, I've kept a running tally of what I've spent money on. I want to say that it's about $800, but the number will be right here. All right, that'll do it for me. Hope you like this update. I'm really happy with the results so far. Honestly, it wasn't that hard. It was just very time consuming. You guys already know that the cabinets are going in next. I don't know when I'm gonna do those because, you know, I'm back to work now, and those cabinets will take a lot more research from me because I haven't done cabinets before. We'll just have to see how that goes. Other than that, let me know how you like things, if you're liking more of these vlog style updates or you want to see more tutorials instead. Until next time, this is John Heng. Thanks.